Hello, Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to our virtual, one of our last summer lay-led services for this season with the Temple Beth Or Choir. Everyone go, yay! We love it. Okay, so half the choir's here, but it still counts. Before we begin with our opening song, Stuart, you have something very cool that is a part of where you are, your screensaver. Tell us about the temple that you are at this moment.
Okay, so tonight we're in the twilight zone because this is a Reformed temple with a female rabbi. They have about 500 members, about 50 show up for services, and this is Temple Beth Or. No, we didn't do a renovation of the sanctuary during COVID. This is Temple Beth Or of Raleigh, North Carolina. So I wanted to show a different Temple Beth Or.
Very nice. Thank you, Stuart. Well, we are still using the Kabbalat Shabbat service that we used during the summer, and it's a little different version of the Shir Ladonai, but it's one of my favorites. If you know it, I know I will see your lips moving, and I will hear you in my heart singing with us. Shir Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Telatov B'chol Hasadim, Yismach Yisrael B'sahav, B'nei Zion Yegilu B'makam. Hallelu Shmo V'macho B'tov V'chino Yisrahu Lo. Hallelu Shmo V'macho B'tov V'chino Yitzamu Lo. Rotze Adonai B'yamo Yifa'er Anovim B'shua Yatsu Chasadim B'chavod Yirano El Mishkevotam. Hallelu Shmo V'macho B'tov V'chino Yitzamu Lo. Hallelu Shmo V'macho B'tov V'chino Yitzamu Lo. Shir Ladonai Shir Chadash Telatov B'chol Hasadim Yismach Yisrael B'sahav B'nei Zion Yegilu B'macham. And in case you were wondering, it is let them praise his name with dancing and make music with timbrel and harp. Yes, that's what the music service is about. As we go forward into our service, is there someone who has candles ready? And I see somebody who does, who would like to lead us in the candle lighting. And have I put you on the spot, Eva? She knew I was looking at her because she has those beautiful candles sitting right behind her. And we're going to, can you unmute yourself? I'm going to ask to unmute you so you can click and we can hear you.
Go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
Very nice. We have two different Shalom Alechems that we do. And one, what? Iris says yes? Oh. See, you were so brilliant. I thought you'd already lit them. All that vibrance there, all that light. We're good now. Thank you, Eva. So by a raise of hands, we've got the gold farb version, which is the one that I think most of us are familiar with. Shalom Aleichem. Or we have the Debbie Friedman, Shalom Aleichem. Which one would you like? Would you like gold farb? Or would you like Friedman? Okay, I saw more hands for Friedman, so that's the one we're doing. You guys are easy to please. Thank you. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hayom, Malachei Hayom, Mi Malach, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Zecham leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei hayom, mi melech malachei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hayom, Malachei Hayom, Mi Malach, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachuni l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei hayom, mi melech malachei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hayom, Malachei Hayom, Mi Malach, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Zecham leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei hayom, mi malach malachei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hayom, Malachei Hayom, Mi Malach, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Nice. And I saw more of you becoming familiar with that. That is beautiful. I watched your lips moving. My heart is full. I would like to, at this time, rise for our call to worship if you are able to. And our choir member, Scott Beckerman, is going to lead us in the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Thank you, Scott. For those who would like to sit for just a moment before I make you stand up again. Eternal God, whose temple is the whole world and whose dwelling place is the human heart. We know that you are everywhere and that your presence never leaves us. Yet we are thankful for appointed times and chosen places where, in fellowship with one another, our spirits turn to you, even in the virtual world. At this service, at this hour, and in this place, help us to feel your nearness. The week of toil is ended, the day of rest has come, and we pause to reflect on the meaning of our lives. Source of all creation, you have given us the blessing of work so that by our efforts we may fashion things and use the moments of helpfulness. You have also given us Shabbat for self renewal and sanctification. May the work of our hands and minds be acceptable to you. May this Shabbat enrich our lives, drawing us closer to you in truth and in love. And we have not decided if I'm thinking if Renee would you like to lead us in the Shema and then the Viahata, Miss Renee? If that's okay with you.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'kol levavcha u'v'kol nafshecha u'v'kol me'odecha v'hayu hadivarim ha'eleh asher anoki mitzaveka hayam al levavecha v'shidatam levaneka Vidibata bam, Vishifteka, Biveteka, Uvlefteka, Baderek, Ushofeka, Ubakumeka, Ushatam leot, Ayadeka, Behayula totafot, Beineka, Uktavtam, Amazuzopiteka, Uvishareka. Lemahan tiskeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kidoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiyot lachem lelohim Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Thank you, Renee. Is this time that we honor those who came before us in the miracles in our lives? And hopefully we will not have to wander or wait by the edge of the sea for inspiration, that we find it every day and in every moment of our lives. Join me in the Micha Mocha. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha b'helim Adonai, mi chamocha nahada b'kodesh, norah tehilot osef eleh, norah tehilot osef eleh. Malachutecha rahu v'necha, bokeh hayam lifnei Moshe. Zeli viamru, Adonai yimlo leolam vaed, Adonai yimlo leolam vaed. Mi chamocha b'helim Adonai, mi chamocha nahada b'kodesh, norah tehilot osef eleh, norah tehilot osef eleh. Nice. We can always use some peace. Is it time for a peace song yet? What do you think? Did I get my stuff out of order? I was feeling a Shalom Rav. You feeling a Shalom Rav in there? What do you think, Renee? Does the Amidah come in there first? It does. Thank you. See, you guys are going to turn me into a real service leader. So how about, you ready? I'll do your opening. Okay. Adonai sifatatitak uvia gita hilatecha. For those who can, please rise. Adonai, open my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor B'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Kasadim Tovim, Vekone Hako, Vezacher Aste Avot V'imaot, Umevi Gulam Lifnei Dehem, Leman Shemo B'Yahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Munagim, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah. Atagi bor leolam Adonai, Mekaye kol atarab l'koshia, Mekalkel kayim bekesed, Mekaye kol ben rakamin rabim, Sof mech noflim v'rofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei yafa michal mokaba al divurot umido melach melech memi tumekaye umatmiach Yeshua V'nehema ata lechayotaku, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekaye hakol. Ata kadosh v'shinka kadosh, Ukdoshim b'kol yom mevukach Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el hakadosh. You may be seated.
You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, holy God. We believe in tomorrow. We believe that we have the power to make tomorrow different from today. We believe that poverty need not be permanent and that people need not learn war forever. We believe in people despite all that we know about them. We believe there can still be a time of peace and a time of justice, a time of fellowship, a time of tranquility for all who live on earth, no matter what the headlines say. We believe we can have a share in bringing that day closer by the way in which we live in the week to come. Even though the world may smile and laugh at our dreams, it does not matter. We still believe. And Renee, I'm making you showcase tonight, aren't I? Would you like to lead us in our prayer for peace? Shalom.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. ברוך אתה אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם.
Thank you, Renee. At this time, we ask for names of those who are in need of healing. If there are any in the chat, somehow I can get there, or if there's any showing up on the Facebook page, our woman behind the curtain, if she could let me know. Go ahead and unmute yourself if you have names to mention.
Arlene Graham and Raleigh Lang.
Brooke Beckerman.
All right. Are there any other names showing up on the Facebook or on the chat? All right. At this time, please put yourself back on mute. Scott Beckerman will lead us in our Misha Barak, our prayer for healing.
Misha Barak Avotenu Mekor Habracha Limotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishabera imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. And let us say Amen.
Thank you, Scott. As we leave the stresses and all that chaos and craziness in our work life and our personal lives, we leave it outside as we've now entered our Shabbat Sanctuary. Give you a few moments of silent meditation. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Ve'gohali. So here we are in the third week of August 2021. A new Jewish year is about ready to sneak up on us. It's funny how they do that. They just sneak up on us. This week, some of you may know, because I know we have a lot of armchair historians or just actual genuine historians in our group. This week marks the 101st anniversary of the 19th Amendment. Ladies, think you know where I'm going with this. The one that finally gave women the right to vote. It took our activists nearly 100 years to win that right, but finally, on August 18th, the 19th Amendment to the Constitution was ratified. And on November 2nd of that year, more than 8 million women across the United States voted in elections for the very first time. This week, the headlines are troubling. Our sisters in Afghanistan are worried, wondering if their future will not favorably maintain all the work that their friends and family and their leaders have done to ensure equal rights to all the people of their country, and of course to avoid spreading the hatred among those who are of different belief systems. This week's Parsha, I know I won't pronounce it right, I'll try, Ki Tetzeh, speaks of hatred with directions to avoid hate, even pointing out the importance of forgiving those who have wronged us. The wisdom of Moses' command when he said not to despise the Egyptians is good to ponder even today. If the people had continued to hate their oppressors, Moses would have taken the Israelites out of Egypt, but he would not have taken Egypt out of the Israelites. They would have continued to be slaves, maybe not physically, but psychologically, slaves to the past, held captive by the hands of resentment, unable to hold the future or to build a new future. To be free, you have to let go of hate. So I revert back to the honoring of the anniversary of the 19th Amendment. I have a spin here. In 1971, an Australian artist recorded this song, earning her the first of not one, but two, but 3 Grammys in her music career. And yes, she was Jewish, although she converted when she married her husband, who was also her manager, Jeff Wald. Does anyone know where I'm going with this? We love going down these rabbit holes. I love it. Miss Helen Reddy, whose song probably helped to push forward a movement, I would say, very much so. And here is my acoustic guitar version of that in honor of my sisters and my brothers, but especially hoping that the women of Afghanistan have an opportunity to continue in a positive path. This is my song in prayer to them. I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore. I know too much to go back and pretend, 'cause I've heard it all before. I've been down there on the floor. No one's ever gonna get me down again. Oh yes, I am wise, but it's wisdom born of pain. Yes, I've paid the price, but look how much I've gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong. Do with me, strong. I am invincible, invincible. I am woman. You can bend but never break me, 'cause it only serves to make me more determined to achieve my final goal. And I I come back even stronger, not a novice any longer, 'cause you've deepened the conviction in my soul. Yes, I am wise, but it's wisdom born of pain. Yes, I've paid the price, but look how much I've gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong, strong. I am invincible, invincible. I am woman. I am woman, watch me grow. See me standing toe to toe as I spread my love and arms around the land. But I'm still an embryo with a long, long way to go until I make my brother understand. Oh yes, I am wise, but it's wisdom born of pain. Yes, I've paid the price, and look how much I've gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong, strong. I am invincible, invincible. I am woman. Thank you, Helen Reddy, for a great song. At this time in our service, I believe we turn to the Alenu. Since I'm so good at throwing it at everybody, would you like me to lead this, or does somebody else have a hankering to lead this? All of my wonderful choir members. All right, there you go. Please rise if you are able to. Alenu lishabeach ladon hachol, la teked la ritzeh breshit, shelo asanu kigoye haratzot, v'lo samanu kimishpichot hadama, shelo sam kalkenu kahem, v'gor alenu kicho hamonam, v'nachnu chorim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו Ushamo Echad. And you may be seated. We have anniversary dates where we honor those who we have lost in this season. And I'm going to, at this time, turn this over, because you have a reading also, don't you? To Ira and Eva, as they will read our yahrzeit list and lead us in our Kaddish prayer.
When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arm around anyone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved. And if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands and by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. And if anyone has some name to give after I list these, please let us know. Otto Farnbacher, Hannah Shaner, B. Frank Scher, Dora Soganik, Sarah Wagner, Irma M. Grant, Beatrice Schiffman, Blanche Holstein, Aaron Horowitz, Marlene Speaker, Lita Saul, Jeffrey Corner. Are there any other names?
Yeah, Henry Hank Stern.
That's
I'm
it.
also seeing, is it Stan Levin and Moses Springer?
Okay. Itkadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabba. V'alma dibra chirutei v'yamlech malchutei. V'chayechon v'yimechon v'chayei dechol beit Israel. V'agalau b'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevarach leolam al mei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpoar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitchalal shmei dekutsha b'richu. La'ela mikol berchata v'shirata. Tishbachata v'nechamata. Damiram bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlomo Rabba min shamaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mramav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
May the one who causes peace to reign in the heavens, let peace descend on us, on all Israel and all the world, and let us say, Amen. And I want to remind you before we go into the Kiddush and the Hamotzi, don't disappear because I have a special song I'd like to close our service with. I hope that you will be there for that. Now, we hadn't discussed, oh, look at that. Ira's ready. Ira, would you like to lead the Kiddush? I love that.
I didn't say that.
You're ready. You're ready.
Adonai. Good.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagofen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzav banu v'shabbat kodsho v'aval u'bratzon hinchilanu. Zikaron lemaseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila lamikro kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. Ki banu bacharta, v'yotanu kidashta, mikol hamim. Shabbat kodshecha ve'ava u'bratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen.
Now, also, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but Ira and Eva usually have a really good looking challah. Do they have a challah this evening? Does anyone
No.
have a challah they could show? Come on, I bet you Lorraine does. Oh my goodness. Seriously? I'm so sorry. Well, I have Ritz crackers. You know, it looked better than the loaf of bread that I had, so I hope that is acceptable. With that in mind, Ira, could you also lead us in the Hamotzi, please? Thank you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. V'te'avon.
All is well. Thank you. So before we go into our ending song, are there special announcements? I don't know. Did you guys announce last week Felicia and Gregory's new member to our temple, our newest and youngest member? Did we? Okay. Because I think, oh, I don't know. I know we had the baby naming was 2 weeks ago.
Last week.
It was last week. So
Yeah.
can we say a name yet?
Sure.
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel?
Mhm.
Thank you, Lorraine. Yay. Wouldn't you know that fell on a choir rehearsal night? So sorry, all my dedicated choir
By the
members.
gift yet?
Yeah.
So
There's
I'm
always, where's she registered, right? There's always.
right.
What's that?
Thank Mary and the choir for leading the service tonight.
Thank
And
you.
remind everybody that there is Apocrypha study in the morning. And one more lay led service next Friday night, I guess.
That will be with Mark Gilbert, Annette Nathan, and myself. I don't know if the triplets will be there because they're probably at some summer camp, but at least we'll be the three of us. So I can
Should be in
showcase
school by
Mark.
now, so they should be back. But
Well, I really want to showcase Mark's guitar playing. So as long as the girls don't step on him, because I don't know if you guys realize Mark Gilbert is a wonderful guitarist, and I'm trying to push him forward a little bit more, you know. So that'll be a nice service. And that'll be our last, you are correct, Lorraine, that's our last lay-led summer service. And we're actually going to be in person. We're going to be in person soon.
Rosh
So
Hashanah.
stay tuned.
Yeah.
That's right. We're very excited about that. If you have questions about that and you're not on the email, just contact the office so you can get the information on that. Okay.
So it will be a hybrid, but yes.
It's going to be a little different, a hybrid. That's right. And Lorraine, I think what you're saying, I don't mean to step on you, but I believe what you're saying is we will be in person, but we will also have it available for remote viewing so that those who aren't comfortable yet coming to the services, that they can actually watch from Zoom.
Right.
Right. Okay. Make sure I got that right.
Whatever.
All right. When I was talking to Rabbi Chesson about my ideas for this this sermon and this message, she says you got to have a peace song in there somewhere. So this version of O Say Shalom, little different than what we normally do, and I usually bring it out during the summer lay-led services, and today is the day. You might recognize a song that came out in the 60s that Ed McCurdy wrote and recorded, and we're going to put the O Say Shalom to this. Last night I had the strangest dream I never dreamed before. I dreamed the world had all agreed to put an end to war. I dreamed I saw a mighty room filled with women and men. And the paper they were signing said they'd never fight again. Here we go. Oh, say shalom, bimromav. Ooh, yaseh shalom. Ooh, yaseh shalom. Aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael. And when the papers all were signed, 1,000,000 copies made, they all joined hands and bowed their heads, and grateful prayers were prayed. And the people in the streets below were dancing round and round, with guns and swords and uniforms scattered on the ground. Oh, say shalom, bimromav. Ooh, yaseh shalom. Ooh, yaseh shalom. Aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael. One more, I want to hear you. I can hear you in my heart. Oh, say shalom, bimromav. Ooh, yaseh shalom. Ooh, yaseh shalom. Aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael. Good Shabbos. Looking forward to seeing everyone. I'm going to eat my Ritz cracker while you talk amongst yourselves. Gail, thank you for everything behind the scenes that you do. Do you have a baby with you? Oh, we're sleeping.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Thank you, Mary.